Hello everyone, welcome back to the Forest Job. We've had a couple of games played since you were last with us. We'll take you to those results in a second. But before we do, of course, as always, I have to remind you that if you enjoy today's video, drop a like on it. And if you're new and you want to watch more of the same, then remember to click subscribe and the notification bell so that you get that little notification whenever a new episode goes up. They do go up every weekday at 10:30 GMT, so set your watch, set your alarm, whatever it is that you use to remind yourselves. But before we launch into today's game against Wolverhampton Wanderers, let's take a look back at the previous games that we played off camera. Well, as if it wasn't enough that they dumped us out of the FA Cup, Arsenal have followed it up with a 2-0 trouncing of Nottingham Forest here at the City Ground, and it didn't make for pleasant viewing. Despite the fact that we had 5 shots and only 2 of those making it on target, you have to see the highlights really to make sense of what's happened here today. There was just absolutely no cohesion in the team whatsoever. We tried putting 2 men up front. It didn't make any difference for us whatsoever. And in the end, it just resulted in a very disappointing outing for the boys. The ratings there, you can see, probably not lying, as we see the customary kickoff highlight, followed by the first goal on 13 minutes. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and well, it was too easy. Nobody marking him at all, and he was able to get his shot in and beating Newball quite easily. Really is quite annoying how the AI is able to find these simple passes through your defence sometimes. And meanwhile, we really have to struggle and toil. But there you go. That's how the cookie crumbles. Victor Malejo involved in today's action, and it's likely that he won't be involved again for some time after this performance. 62 minutes, and we're already on to the third highlight. I think it pretty much sums up how this game was. The first half, apart from the goal, really didn't give us anything to write home about. Yates with the effort from the corner there, but it really didn't go anywhere near equalising for us. And then Martinelli, just to rub salt into the wounds. We were torn apart here. You can see from the ramshackle defending, Martinelli in loads of space and able to finish at the near post to put the nail in the proverbial coffin. Another disappointing evening at the day job for Nottingham Forest, where they draw 1-1 away from home at Crystal Palace. Despite taking the lead in somewhat bizarre fashion, we then contrived to concede an equalising goal, which was almost as bizarre. It was heavily deflected, and I'm really sick as a dog after that. But here are the highlights. Despite the fact that the first highlight belongs to Crystal Palace, and seeing as how close they actually got to it, they had very few chances on goal, which is something that really annoys me, because for them to equalise in the way that they did is just all the more annoying. An excellent opportunity for Frimpong, which was headed over by a very brave defender there. Oriol Busquets then is fed through in the penalty area. Should have done better, frankly, but the goalkeeper had an absolutely blinding game today. Stopped it with his wrist more than his hand. Hennessy on fire with his string of saves that denied us in the early going. Hadji with another chance here. Managed to turn the man and just tried to curl one with a little bit of finesse, but couldn't quite manage to find the corner. He then followed that chance up with another one, played through nice and early, but his control really wasn't good enough, and his shot was hopeful, to say the best. Now, this is a bizarre goal. I can't really explain it better than you can see it there, but the back heel from Hernandez finding its way, somehow trickling towards goal, and Centurion was the quickest to get there. Very nearly missed it, mind. Then along came Crystal Palace. The AI did not want to lose this game. It was very apparent, and it really cranked up the intensity in the late going. Deflected shot, which was easily gathered by the goalkeeper, and then Hansen eventually got his just reward. Massive deflection on this shot, and it just looped over the goalkeeper. Absolutely nothing that Neuer could do about Neuer. What am I talking about? Nothing that Newball could do about it. And unfortunately for us, we had just decided before that to make a triple substitution, which pretty much neutered us going forwards, but it was made with the intention of keeping hold of the ball and seeing out a 1-0 victory, which unfortunately didn't come to be. Hadji with a pretty poor game then, a 4.5 rating. I didn't think he was that bad, but he certainly wasn't at the races like the rest of them. Man of the match, Hansen. Hard to argue with that, really, but there we go. So that's the Crystal Palace match. Okay, and with that out of the way, now we can move on to the match in question. Nottingham Forest versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. It's at the City Ground, and we're a little bit hamstrung where it comes to form. Suddenly, everybody is not in very good form at all. Form, of course, is secondary to stamina, and we have a massive stamina issue in midfield where Busquets is really starting to lose fitness. So we're going to give Yates a game here against Wolverhampton and hope that he's up to the challenge. I'm actually going to take the risky move and put Samba in goal for this one as well. And our bench is not looking good, is it? Let's throw a few more green arrows on there just so that we can feel a little bit more confident. Cosgrove had a couple of quiet games, so he's going to come off. Right, I think that's going to do us. So normal back four, Samba in goal, Argas and Yates across the back with Malejo, Hadji and Centurion ahead of them, and then Hernandez in front there. Let's see how we can get on today. Wolves are normally a tricky customer to play against, so I wouldn't be at all surprised if we were to struggle in this particular game. The last couple of games we played okay, but goal scoring is again becoming an issue for us, and it's something that we're going to have to look at in the coming days. As we fast forward through all of the pomp and circumstance, get into what you all came here for, which is gameplay. Bramer. Lovely ball into Malejo. Hernandez! Oh, it's a very, very quick start for Nottingham Forest. Lovely one-touch passing between the front players. Malejo playing in Hernandez, who so very nearly put it in the back of the net with that slide rule finish, but unfortunately it ended up the wrong end of that post. Well, Hadji's been a little bit manhandled there. I have to say, I think that's a little bit unfair on the Romanian. And Willems did try it with that pass, but couldn't quite find it. Got away with it though. Hadji's through here. He's going to take it from range. Oh, a dipping shot from Hadji. He was going to get closed down before he got anywhere near goal, so I thought that a long shot was the prudent choice in the circumstances. Knocked one over the top. Bramer stranded. Willems with the... Oh my goodness me. That would have been an infuriating goal to concede. But fortunately, the deflection off of the back of Willems and then the apparent phobia that Worrell had of the ball didn't come round to bite us in the backside. So it's going to be a goal kick, which Samba will take. And he'll find Zafweek out on the right-hand side. Oh, Yates just checking his run. He's not an attack-minded player. So it's understandable when sometimes his defensive instincts override his attacking ones. But that's a lovely move through to Hadji. He's not quite managed to get on the ball, but Good thinking from the Forest attackers. João Moutinho, plenty of space. He'll be able to pick a pass out. He moves it sideways to Connor Cody. Thought they might put it out wide there. Safwik should deal with that quite easily. And now Mallejo down this side of the pitch. Still Mallejo. And is that a foul on the edge of the area? I think it could be. It's right on the edge of the penalty area. I think it's going to be a free kick. Indeed it is. And now the question is, who do we put on the free kick? I would like a left footer on this, if at all possible. I've had good history with Mallejo, although that was an older, more experienced Spaniard that I had free kick luck with. Whips it over. Oh, he just doesn't have the dip. Good free kick attempt though. Just couldn't quite find the back of the net. Sharstein to restart. Williams underneath it. Manages to get something on it. Oh, they're cutting through us a little bit here. Long shot. Oh my word. It wouldn't have surprised me if it had ended up bulging the back of the net there. Arcas straight away finds Hadji. Oh, that's a lovely ball out to Centurion if he can stop it, and he can. Back to Willems. Crossed in. Hernandez. Well, it was a placed header. Looked like he was trying to loop it over the keeper. He wouldn't put it past him succeeding, to be honest. Hadji's going to pick this one up. Acres of space. Cross to Yates. Oh dear. Again, the 1-2 just not quite coming off for us. It's the right idea. Oh, Hernandez is through, and I should have waited. Oh dear, a gilt-edged opportunity for Hernandez. And my own impatience is what has cost us there. Disappointed with myself more than anything else. That's good defending from Safwik. He's never caught napping. Lovely ball to Willems. Oh, there's Hernandez, but he couldn't quite get it out from under his feet in time. Not the ball that I wanted. Oh, and that could put us in trouble. Here's Traore. Lovely tackle from Worrell. Well, the promise is there, but unfortunately the execution is a little bit wanting. So we go into half-time at 0-0. Hopefully Forest will wake up in the second half a little bit. Certainly they've been the better of the two sides, but they're yet to find that cutting edge. As play resumes in the second half, no changes made to either side. Wolves midfield noticeably trying to push play up. It's a foul on Zafuik inside the box. Actually, no, it's an offside. I do apologise. Either way, it is a free kick, and Catrone, sorry, is coming on now for Wolves, and that's going to be a concern for the Forest back line. He's a very good player. Centurion. Oh, Hernandez! Oh, he's wide. How's he missed it? It looked easier to score. Goodness gracious me. You can see here he's run into the box. He should have put it across the keeper. Oh dear. What a mistake to make. Scharstein again with the restart. Zafuik underneath it. Does very well in winning that. Here's Malejo. Oh, nice cross into the box. Nobody could make anything of it, unfortunately. But it really was a beautiful, beautiful cross. The type that Alan Shearer would dream of in his pomp. And Traore now is on the break. And this could be danger for Forest. Unfortunately, Catrone has flashed it wide. Here's Samba. Out to Willems. Arcas. Hadji. Malejo. Back to Hadji. Plenty of time. Couldn't find the back of the net though. And his lack of ability from just outside of the box is really starting to hurt Nottingham Forest. He will occasionally put one in the back of the net, but more often than not, he flashes them wide. And it's getting to be an issue. Centurion very nearly winning that ball. Oh, that's a great run from Catrone and a brilliant stop from Samba. What a pass as well. Lovely flighted ball, and Samba had to make himself big to stop the shot, which did end up occurring. That wasn't a miscontrol from Catrone, it was a shot. Oh, Catrone! Off the inside of the cross of the upright. Beg your pardon. It all just breaks down a little bit too easily around the 18-yard box. It's frustrating. The rest of our game is there. It's just fashioning chances in the final third. Centurion. Oh. Centurion again, he's got two men on him. Gets it back to Willems, crossed in. Oh, Arcas. And again it goes wide. They're having plenty of chances, but they're all what you would call half chances. And it's because I can't trust the through ball. There's absolutely no way that if I hit a through ball, it's going to connect. And that is the problem. That's the reason that we're having so many of these half chances. Centurion in a little bit of space here. Hernandez! Oh, he's put it wide! Again! Lovely opportunity for him. The Colombian just can't find the back of the net today. We're going on the offensive. Not a lot of time left, but we'll see what we can do nonetheless. Long ball over the top for Catrone. Beginning to think that Centurion should have been the one to come off. He's looking very leggy. And things looking a little bit stretched here now. Wouldn't be surprised if one of these teams was caught on the break. Arcas. Hernandez. Oh. And that's all she wrote. What a boring game. And the most frustrating thing is that if you look at the rest of the stats for the game, we absolutely dominated. Just didn't have that cutting edge in the final third. Don't know what's going on at all. There we go. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So, a 0-0 draw against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Where does that put us in the Premier League table? It puts us 8th on 33 points. That's 2 points ahead of Fulham and 4 points ahead of Wolverhampton Wanderers, who we just played. We're only 2 points behind Man United, but the more worrying thing is that we are now 8 points behind Chelsea in 6th. And that is the important milestone for us. Goal scoring, again, a massive issue for us. Distractingly so. But defenders at this difficulty level are just too good. They really are. You come up against Italian defences every single week. And we've had another bid on Heaton, but we're not going to be taking that. Anyway, that is something that we'll worry about another time. As you can see, we are out of time for today. So thank you very much for joining me. And until tomorrow, when hopefully we'll score a goal. Thank you for joining. See you next time. Bye-bye.